truly an incredible tour. Thomas was an amazing guide and even added time to stop for lunch even though it wasn't technically scheduled in the tour itinerary. The air conditioning in the car between stops was a must. Not having to worry about handling entrance fees or asking for guides at each stop was also such a relief. He even offered to help us with buying things at Makola Market if we wanted, since you have to negotiate prices and it's so busy. He truly took care of everything and was so nice while doing it. Probably spent about 6 hours total around the city and it was so worth it. 100% would recommend. This tour is a great way to see the major sites in the city. If you're new to Accra, this tour is a really good way to settle in. It didn't feel like a typical tour, more like being shown around by someone who knows the city well. We moved around comfortably, no stress, and got a good feel for both the busy and more relaxed sides of Accra. The guide was easygoing, helpful, and made the whole experience feel very natural. Also appreciated the little things like help with photos and just making sure everyone was comfortable throughout. I booked all my tours with them and everything has been great so far. Best for first-time visitors who want a simple, enjoyable introduction to the city. My father and I were on vacation and it was our first time in Ghana. We knew what we wanted to do but wasn't sure how. We decided to book the city tour with Expedition because it made the most sense to us. The tour was great and our guide was great. I believe his name was Mike. We decided to book 2 additional tours with them. The second tour was in a small van, that my dad wasn't too crazy about being that he's claustrophobia. So that was the only thing that wasn't fun to deal with, but the young lady that was in the front was nice enough to let my dad ride in the front. They are great overall. My husband and I were picked up from our Airbnb apartment, which was outside of the zone. This was appreciated and the minibus arrived on time and was clean and comfortable. The tour guide, Portia, was personable, friendly and helpful throughout the tour. It was a great day of education about the history of Ghana and its culture. The only suggestion would be to include a lunch break around 12 to 1 p.m. as opposed to it being at the end of the tour. Overall, a great day. Our Accra City tour was amazing. We had a wonderful tour guide. Even though the Web du Bois Museum was closed due to the Easter holiday, he still made sure we got to see every other location. He even went as far as taking us to places we asked, such as to get food. We appreciated his services and he was also very knowledgeable about his country and even helped us to negotiate with the locals. Book this tour. It's totally worth it. My wife and I enjoyed our experience with the Accra City tour. The variety of experiences was excellent, as was our tour guide. There were additional guides at the museums, who were also excellent and whose cost was included in the tour price. The van was comfortable. Our tour guide/driver was friendly, knowledgeable and accommodating to our interests. Well worth the price and a great way to see the highlights of Accra. The city tour was very good. We appreciated the different guides we had at Web du Bois, National Museum and Mr. T. The view of Makola Market. It is helpful to learn part of Ghana history and culture, see art craft. We appreciated to have the air-conditioned private car. The length of time was quite intense for us, about 5 hours tour. The city tour length is not suitable with very young children, too long for them. This tour really only covers the part of Ghana's history that you can understand from Accra City, but it shows how deep the culture and history of the country can go. It definitely helped that our guide, Emmanuel, was very knowledgeable about the city, including places that were not stops on this particular tour.